all doing? Oh, I've got a croaky voice this morning. It's nice and sunny out there as well, which is lovely. I'm currently in the freezer. There's in here somewhere. That's some nice boots. Got them. Because Sienna has got a bit of a... She's got a fat leg. She got a lump this morning. And there is a cut on it. So she obviously whacked herself, which isn't a surprise because she was galloping around the field yesterday. She also got out of the field and galloped along the field for a bit further. So it's no surprise that she needs these on, but she doesn't normally get swellings actually. She's normally pretty clean legs, so I'm gonna go and put these on. I don't know how well you're gonna see in this light, but it is a sizable swelling out the top of her leg. She has got a cut there. So fairly sure it's down to the cut. It's a very little cut though. But yeah, I mean, it just part of the parcel with you, isn't it, Sienna? It's just what we're going through at the moment, eh? Such a gorgeous day. Anyway, chuck them out. I'll tell you what's been going on with her, but we're going to go and do it in the taxi because it's still quite breezy out here, but oh, what a gorgeous day. Look at this cat. Look at this cat. Look at him. Promise you actually do bite. Yeah, that is your teeth sticking in. Like, now we can let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. So naughty. Oh god, I've done this clip so many times and I just end up waffling for such a long time. I don't want to waffle. I end up talking for like 9 minutes and I'm like, I just want to do 5 or 6. That is enough. And then I get interrupted by someone. I have to start again. I feel exhausted. That's why I'm so red. I've done this take so many times. Right, and now there's a motorbike in the background. What's going on with Sienna? We had the vet out 2 Fridays ago to vaccinate, and I asked while the vet was here if she would scan Sienna's suspensories. And I did this because I'd done some research and there's supposedly a correlation between suspensory issues and sacroiliac issues. And I thought, you know what, let's get them checked. I wasn't predicting an issue. She's got no swelling, heat or lameness in the hind legs, but I thought, let's just check. Anyway, trotted her up, she was standing in a straight line. We then put her on the lunge and she was lame, which was a bit of a surprise. I was like, oh, wasn't expecting that one. And yeah, so she was lame, both hind legs. The vet had this really cool app that she filmed with it, kind of does it in slow motion, and it also, the app kind of like measures your horse's gait. They kind of look at their head nodding, all sorts of things, very clever. So it's kind of like a second opinion as well, which was nice, but we could both see she was lame. I was like, well, she wasn't lame the other day. I've got a good eye for lameness, and I was like, definitely was sound, but anyway, she was lame. Probably because the chiropractor had been out a couple of days before. She'd like loosened off her back, and that then made the lameness more visible because Sienna wasn't holding herself so much. So the vet said, let's block rather than scan, because if you scan, you don't always get a clear picture. Sometimes suspensories can look really bad on scans and yet they're not affecting the horse, and sometimes suspensories can look really good on a scan and they are affecting the horse, and we didn't have anything to compare with. So she's like, let's block just the hind left suspensory. Waited a lifetime while Sienna had a great snooze. Popped her back on the lunge and she was considerably better on that left suspensory, or the left hind leg, and you know, visibly lame on the right. So my vet was like, well, she's blocked out to suspensory pain. So we were like, yay. It kind of fits though. It does fit. Lots of horses that have SI issues often have it from the suspensory. The only thing is you don't know what came first. Was it the suspensory stuff or the sacroiliac stuff? It's like chicken or egg. Which one was it? It's kind of important to know because, you know, that's how you start to try and fix problems. So she's got some scans being done, and as long as this swelling goes down on the back though, that she's done kicking herself. She's got some scans being done and feet x-rays next Friday, which will obviously give us a bit more information and will help me make a decision, because right now I'm just all over the place. I can't figure out what to do for the best. She doesn't help herself. This is probably the biggest issue with her, is she doesn't help herself. She's just constantly got her hoof on the self-destruct button, and you can do everything you can to try and fix her, but the reality is she's going to go back out in that field and she's just going to gallop around and twist and spin and slide. Oh my gosh, she's forever sliding. I'm like, probably how you got this issue in the first place. And so how we overcome that bit, I don't know. And hind suspensories can be a pain in the backside to work with and deal with because they just niggle away. You know, when did this happen? You know, she's not necessarily been happy in work since she was broken in. You know, did this happen right back then? I've always said there was always a difference in her from a 3-year-old being worked to her then being broken in and being worked. You know, did it stem from right back then? who knows? This vet is the vet that vetted her, that has dealt with her through all the issues we've had with her. And she was like, this is the first time I've seen her lame. Like, she's had loads of flexion tests, loads of lunges over the years, and she's like, this, I can actually see her lameness now. So I don't know. At the moment, we're just keeping her in walk work. We're just hacking her, keeping her off the school, trying to make sure she doesn't do any trotting, trying to do lots of stretches with her to try and keep her body in good condition. And then you just turn around and feel, and she just gallops around like a lunatic, literally. She got out yesterday and was galloping around, which is probably why she got kicked, or kicked herself. Oh, it is exhausting with her particularly, because she just doesn't help herself. So yeah, anyway, a few more things to check first. What we do in the future, I don't know. We could put her into a rehab plan, put her on box rest, go from there. I don't think that'll work. I don't think it's not fair on her right now either, because she's just done wintering, so I wouldn't do that to her anyway. It's difficult as well with Coop, because I wouldn't want to have him in all the time, but I don't think she'd cope in on her own all the time. It wouldn't be good for her mentally. I also think you could do all a rehab plan. When you put her back out in the field, she'll just gallop around and she'll just upset it again. So I don't think that's an answer for her. Could medicate. I don't think that'll work from previous experience. We could turn her away. Quite tempted. I don't think it'll fix the issue though, because she'll still be galloping around the field, even out full time. I've had her out full time before when I got injured, and she still was galloping around every single day. So again, I don't think that will work, but it's an easier option to try, and it's a much nicer option for her. I could put her in foal. Quite tempted with that, I must say, even though I know lots of people are like, whoa, don't do that, don't do that. You know, you've got a lot of issues going on there, and I agree, it's not a perfect situation to be putting a horse in foal. However, I love her breeding, I love her, she's got a great character. I think this has happened from an injury, most likely out in the field, and it's just been like, you know, quietly bubbling away in the background, and it's only just visible now because of her antics. So, you know, if she's going to be turned away, I have to say I would think strongly about putting her in foal while she's doing it. I actually spoke to the vet and I was like, would this be really like a stupid thing to do? And she was like, no, not at all. The chiropractor said the same. We think her SIs, though she has issues when ridden, the rest of the time, she has no sensitivity either. Like, you run your hands down her back, she doesn't drop or anything like that. Both said she'd be more than fine for carrying a foal. She's also not lame now. We just had the one off on Friday. So she's sound to carry a foal. So that's a possibility. I know lots of people will be against it, but I'll talk about it another day. I'm not currently like thinking definitely putting her in foal. It's definitely not. She's a candidate for surgery, but again, I'd need to have a lot more answers to decide on surgery. It's a big deal. It's a lot of rehab. And I would need to, like, when they're taking out that nerve, yes, it helps with the pain, but you're not sorting out the original problem, are you? So I'd need to know that we could fix the original problem so it wouldn't happen again. And we don't know that yet. So I wouldn't say no to surgery, but I'd need a lot more answers first. I don't know. Are there any other options? I don't think there is. I don't know. We need more answers first. So I guess then I can try and make the best decision for her. Oh, fun times. You don't always getting comfortable in his bed up there. Yeah. I have to say I feel very deflated by it all at the moment, because especially because she's still galloping around the field like an idiot. Just watching, I think, try and help yourself here a bit, but it's horses for you. And these things do add up, and it is better that we've figured it out now. I'm cross with myself I didn't figure this all out sooner, but you know, it is what it is. It's good. We needed this sort of lameness to showcase something that we didn't really know was going on. Like I say, never had any swelling in the back legs or anything. So yeah, fun times. Love horses. This is why I'm like to Cooper's like, mate, you have to get fitter again, because I need to go cantering and have a jump this summer and it isn't going to be on Sienna.